Welcome back to another episode of our Cyberpunk Bartender action game, VA-11 Hall A. Let's load where we left off before. Evening time on day 2. Or I guess it's evening of day 1. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to work. Wednesday, December 14th. Good evening. Hey, Jill. What? That's a sound you don't hear every day. Boss, what are you doing with a helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. A white knight yesterday. She left and, forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the count. Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet is comfortable, and cool, and comfortable, and cool, and really, really cool. Hello. Strange that you're late, Jill. Yeah, traffic was... Don't run, you have work to do. I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong? Chef? Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what? Where now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense the past couple of days. If she somehow relaxed, good. You all set? Yep. Alright. Selected music time. Can I just put on question mark? I wish I could just select question mark. It doesn't seem to let me select question mark though. I guess it's because it's locked. So silly. Time to mix drinks and chat. You... Oh, Miss Kim. Because of you, I got up late and lost a full day of work. And on the day, everyone got a nifty assignment, too. Wait, because of me? You were the one that got me drunk and made me fall asleep like a goddamn log. So you arrived home safely, that's nice. That's all you had to say? What do you want me to say? If I felt remorse for every client that gets drunk in here, I wouldn't be working. But... True. Morally speaking, I shouldn't let people get drunk. But getting people drunk is the unspoken main purpose of my job. And if I did say that I didn't know how much alcohol you could handle, didn't I? Seriously, what kind of answer is that? Ugh. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Do I know you? Hey, Brat, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? The usual, gee, I wonder what he means. He likes big beers. Let's see. Two of those, two flanners, and 8 of those. Oops. No, I put it in 9. Darn it. You can't remove once you add. This game would be pretty brutal if you actually got charged for 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. Here you go. Yes, now that's what I call service. That's good to hear. What brings you in here today, Mr. Donovan? Today we're supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches come flocking to me like it's their first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. You were here yesterday, too. How did that come about? There's this gal that's performing a concert later tonight. Yesterday I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped. We've come a long way in the department of Lilium sex appeal, I tell you. She was a Lilium then? Yes, one of them new fancy King Class CHA-1A models. I've heard they're all anatomically correct in every way. I wouldn't mind finding out about that myself. Hey you, guy with the John face. Gillian? Who? Me? What the hell's a John face? Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong, and I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really? That's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like I'm some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicon business. So I was in Hong Kong talking with some investors about when those damn riots broke out. Seriously though, did they really think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they can have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're going to do that, disguise it a bit. That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor. And the plan reached a developed stage just because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans. And everything is mostly the aftermath of the previous protests where, on second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. Scholarship. That's no mean feat, brat. Well, I guess that even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese can be. So you know how to speak Chinese? Only the translator I had available was some pizza face pencil neck. And I wasn't going to allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. Why do I feel like you suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese. Wait, when you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Tangerine? Canto what? When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there's lots of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people just speak Cantonese, so saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's only one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyway, surely with a student with a scholarship can serve a Mars blast too, right? I'm sure, right on it. He wants a Mars blast. It'll change the pace. Alright. 6 of those. 6 powder delta. 4 of those. 2 of those. All blended. Here. Alright, I guess I'll believe your story. Right. Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in a court of law? Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so. Oh good, fuck those son of bitches. What did I tell you? How they wanted unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you do, and that's all. Oh yeah, I recall something like that, but then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when I'm drunk. That and racial slurs in German. Racial slurs and what? But let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors. Who? Your clients. Excuse me? Your readers. If you think your clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm like the client, that is. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. You could sell the shittiest of stuff, and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. Make one fucking mistake and it's over for you. You're suddenly a criminal to them. No chance of appeal. Gods forbid if they ever catch something you said out of context. A month ago, we had to clarify that we were talking about the animal in the article, cougars in a nearby forest. All because of a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about hurt feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were writing about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damn namesake. Pfft. Yeah, it's funny if somebody else hears about it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, nobody can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You will always offend somebody. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you have to target. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror. Sure, let's go with that. I mean, it's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing from him is kind of... Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon. Really? I just finished an interview and it must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we're posting after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it. But for some fucking reason, she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? Basically, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. I see. Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Sure. Bitter. I wonder if some alcohol would help too. I'll just pack it full of alcohol. Rocks and blended. Here. Yeah, this works just fine. You know, I feel like I should compensate the poor bastard that took the heat today. Oh? Yeah, that kid Joel, Gene, Guillermo, Jorginto. I can't remember his name. That kid is always gushing about the idol I interviewed. I can't remember anyone for shit, but it's annoying enough to make me remember him. So I don't know, I feel like I cock-blocked him big time today by taking his gig away. Worst of all, I left him to fend off a pack of crazy bitches. And that's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Well, maybe two of them. You're sounding so considerate right now. I'm no saint, kid, but I'm a man. And a man must never cock-block another man unless he's trying to fuck your mom. What if it's your dad? Did I stutter? Maybe you can get him tickets or something. Nah, see, that'd mean he'd be off work, and I need him to be at my back by beck and call tonight. I've seen that brat talk no end about her, so I know. I'll just let him write about her somewhere else in the newspaper. Give him the food critics column. It's shit anyway. I'm so fucking nice. I'm out, kid. Thank you. Please come again. That'll be something interesting to see, I guess. That was tiring. Hey, Jill. I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie-type White Knight helmet is not precisely a common query, you know. I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's prop. What, did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you gonna do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris. I've heard Chief call her a couple times. Maybe she's a friend? More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust Boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Hey, honey, can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm going out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon and... Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello? Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a VIC jammer, not a VIC jammer, not a optical camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where their clothes are the only things you see and the other person is invisible? Come again? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothing floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish. But my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that'd make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too, with such a jammer or something? You have a point. Oh well, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of nano camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched off to civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric and other materials that take any color or texture you want. You can order a module for them and change the color of their clothes, walls, or tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does it have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes most things invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last time I checked, though. Almost to the human eye. Well, it's not perfect. If you move, you'll be an eerie surrounding colored blob. And we Lilium see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was I talking about? What was that talking about to yourself again? Nothing important. Well, what are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. Sure. A piano woman. Five of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, aged and mixed. 1 piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know? I keep them for special occasions, whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. And today? Today I feel good. That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the tickets from Friday. I can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice in giving them to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved or anything. You know? If you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him to... Finish that sentence, I'll make sure you become truly invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Ah, hi, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was, dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What did you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what did he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not the one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. But I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really necessary and it's a pain to think about. I'm right, you know. Did I tell you any lies? No, but never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it. She put it on. Now she's stuck. Oh. Yeah, randomly putting stuff on you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a... bit early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but usually come before you start. Aw, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. Oh, I didn't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Really? Yeah, I got to go to his house at 11 a.m., dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, and go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, one day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but last year he also wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a second, does he have a daughter or not? Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. Yep, I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. Oops. Powder Delta, Flanner, Carotene on the rocks, and blended. Here. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. It tastes like a bit of sugar downed in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all. Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC-72s look like kids? Yes and no. Out of factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope, every fresh DC-72 looks about 10 to 13. It makes it easier to upgrade later. Upgrade? Once a DF-72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters its body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go through it? I don't know. Right now, I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. And I really need that advantage, you know? How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose my advantage over everyone else. I didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? I mean, maybe I'll go through it if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm fine just the way I am. I see. Good evening, Jill. Welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would... Oops, missed it. Happen less if Jill would let some people call her Jules. Call me Jules, and I'll make sure every time you sit, you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish up here. Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey. Let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus from the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it would be implied of me to reject. Sure, I'll take you up on your offer. Yay, honey. I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts on the edge with the way she addresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. One sunshine cloud and one gut punch. Press next after the first mix to make the second drink. Make both before serving. Sunshine cloud. That's it. She wanted the gut punch, so sunshine cloud. So, oops, didn't mean to click the button. I'll just put 4 alcohol in there. On the rocks and blended. Oops. Oh, there it goes. Good. And then a gut punch. Oops. Wrong button. 5 of those. Flanner, we'll do 5 of those. All aged and mixed. Got punched. Here you go. Is this your I don't know what I'm doing here so have this order? I heard restaurants do that from time to time. You don't seem too upset about it, because I really like this one. Hey Dorothy, may I ask you something in private? If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Then go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after they violate every hole in your body regardless of its original purpose? Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the entire body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way, the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy, though. I've heard stories of DCF-72s who marry, get nervous on the wedding night, and bam! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. And besides, I've modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that those nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that, nothing more, young lady. Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Oh, that was her. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Thank you. Please come again. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Right? I'm gonna go and take my... Girl! I need your girly hands for a second here. Coming. Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time from your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry, you'll have to deal with me. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but usually you seem to have a blast when Jill's the one serving you. Anyway, do you want something else? Can you make me a Mars blast? That I can. Better not give him any other Mars blast. By accident. Mars blast. Four of those, 2 of those. All blended. Here. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war. Have you been to war? Life's a war. We fight every day, Jill. So you haven't been to war. Not an official one, at least. There's something I've been wondering about for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered about is how can you be so calm here? Aren't you worried about the police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folks. My boss? I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire, you? Don't mind that. Hard not to mind if you just said it. You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? I've heard she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery, which leads me to believe that she might have started off some rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should, it's quite the show. Good news, Jill, the helmet came off, and now you can take your break. Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. Alright. Let's save the game. And a good stopping point for the episode on day 2, break time. See you next time.